Hello everyone, and welcome to the box opening of the Merkava MunroE electric bike. This video capsule is broken down in 6 steps, allowing you to properly mount the bike. The first step is to open the box and the packaging. To do so, you will need wire cutters, an X-Acto knife, a 5mm Allen key, a 4mm Allen key, a 12mm wrench, and a 15mm wrench. The wire cutters and the X-Acto knife will be the tools used for opening the box. It is important to be careful when opening the packaging so as not to damage the paint on the bike. Once the packaging has been removed, place the bike so that it holds in place. It will be important not to press the brake lever before installing the front wheel. In the box, you can also find another additional accessory box, as well as the luggage, rack, and optional saddlebags. Step 2. Installing the handlebars. First, start by placing the handlebar stem towards the front of the bike. Then remove the 4 small screws to be able to put the handlebars in place. Once in place, replace the bracket of the handlebars, tighten the 4 screws, and finish by tightening the bolts around the stem and the center of the handlebars. Step 3. Installation of the mudguard and light. To install the mudguard, remove the 4 small screws. Then install the mudguard between the forks. Once the mudguard is installed, to install the light, first remove the 2 small screws in the center of the fork clamp and screw the light support there. Then unscrew the light bolts so that you can install the grid and the light on the bracket. The order of installation is bolt, grid, bracket, and light. The small piece of rubber will end up between the support and the light. Once everything is in place, tighten the bolt with the 12mm wrench and connect the bicycle light. Step 4. Installation of the front wheel and the brake caliper. Start by removing the metal rod from between the forks by unscrewing it. To install the front wheel, it will be important to unscrew the bolts so that the axle can properly enter between the forks. Once installed, tighten the bolt using a 15mm wrench. To install the brake caliper, start by removing its support to screw it onto the fork of the bike. Then replace the brake caliper on its support so that they can fit around the disc, and tighten the screws. Step 5. Installation of the bench and the pedals. For the installation of the bench, you'll have to pull on the lever to be able to adjust it to the right height. Once the height is chosen, close the rod with the right pressure. When installing the pedal, it is possible to see a different letter on each pedal end. In addition, the left pedal contains small horizontal stripes on its tip. Use the 15mm wrench. Start with the left pedal by screwing the end cap counterclockwise. You can also turn the pedal clockwise and keep the wrench stable. When finished, do the same on the right side in the opposite direction. Step 6. Installation of the battery. To install the battery, first remove the 2 screws from the left panel to open the battery compartment. To do so, you must use a 4mm Allen key. Then, remove the 4 screws that will be used to keep the battery in place for the following steps. Once the screws have been removed, place the controller vertically. At this stage of the battery installation, it is preferable to have a second person to help you. Hold the battery close to the bike while the second person plugs in the battery contact. Then, insert the battery into the frame and secure it in place by inserting the 4 screws removed previously. To finish, screw the panel back in place. Once the installation is complete, add air to the tires at a pressure of 20 psi, then take a tour of the bike to make sure everything is in place and you're ready to go for a bike ride.